What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary top of the moon reaction video. Let's go, man. We got Larry Legend in the building.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
What's up? Back to the Basketball Time Machine, your NBA old school show. In today's episode, again, I want to talk about Larry Bird and take a look at NBA legends, giving their best stories about Larry Legend. And also, I think I found some new clips that you hopefully have not seen before. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you're new to the show, let's
get it, man.
Now the first clip that I want to take a look at is from Isaiah Thomas, and this one is pretty interesting because Dennis Rodman made some, kind of outlandish comments about Larry Bird. And if you remember, like back in the days in the 80s, Rodman already said something about Larry Bird. Isaiah Thomas confirmed it, and Isaiah got into big trouble, but this time he learned from his mistakes. Let's take a look.
Dennis Rodman said that if Larry Bird played today, he'll have to play over in the European League because of the way the game is in 2023.
Here's what I'm not going to do today, because you do have to learn from your experiences.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Only thing I'm going to say is, that's what Rodman said. If Larry Bird was playing today, he would still be the MVP of the league. And
I like how even though him and Larry, they had their challenging events, they're both impactful to the game of basketball. But, he states his own point. He let Dennis Rodman have his own point. And he backs up Larry based on the facts,
would still be winning championships, because we just watched the Joker, who is very similar to Larry Bird, take his Denver Nuggets team and win the championship. If I look at these two players, and if I'm saying they're similar, then Bird probably win 2 or 3 championships in this era also.
In this era right now.
Out of all the players we played against, when Larry Bird caught the basketball, we were most afraid of him. And it's hard for young people to understand, because those of
Well, you got a versatile, multi-dimensional player. You don't know what's under his sleeve. He's coming down the court. He might dish it off. He didn't really care about the statistics. When he got hot, he did what he had to do in a strategic, logical way to benefit his team at the end of the day to get the W.
Who was around in the 80s, who really got to see him and the Boston Celtics play. He just didn't miss. And when he missed, you were shocked that he missed. 33 and green, he was the dude.
And the next story that we're going to take a look at is from John Spider Sally, who obviously played for the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons and who had so many matchups against Larry Bird. And he just tells you again about the confidence of Larry Legend. Let's take a look.
We kind of knew. You knew who was better. Nowadays, you don't know.
Yeah, that is true. Nowadays, the league, besides LeBron being the oldest in the NBA, you got Steph Curry still there. You got, like, defensive players like Kawhi Leonard. You got some players in there, but it ain't nobody. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got young individuals coming in, new players or whatever. You never know what they got up their sleeves. Some people be getting posterized under the court, getting dunked on the whole 9. So you never know what's going to happen. Back then in Larry Legend time, you already know when he stepped on the court, that was the man. Before he even stepped on the court, every single game. And if Larry Bird was showing up, and most of the time, 99% of the time Larry was, you can already know. That fella right there, focus on that man.
Would be,
so that's that. We're finished. Oh, sorry, family. Let me skip the ad. Sorry about the ad.
afraid to play against Luka was better. Nowadays, you don't know. I would be afraid to play against Luka. I'm telling you personally, that's how good he is. And I know Larry Bird. He's this much below Larry Bird, or maybe that much. But Larry Bird.
This much or that much. Bro, make your mind up, bro.
Would put fear in me and everyone else just like Luka does.
So when you said that Larry would put the fear in you, like, walk me through that. What do you mean by that?
Larry knew me since I was a sophomore because we would go up there. It's not illegal.
My man said sophomore.
Me since I was a sophomore because we
a sophomore, man.
Go up there. It's not illegal to go up and be in a camp in Marshville in Boston, and you work in a camp, but really you're there to play against those nighttime games. So Larry knew who I was, and I get in. Chuck Daly has me starting one time, and Larry looks around and goes, "What's up, Sal?" I said, "No." He goes, "You on me?" I said, "Yeah, I got size on you right now. I've been watching it."
Size don't mean nothing because you still gonna be slow. People gotta understand the impact of you having that much size is gonna impact something else. So you might have a strength in this area, but it might weaken in this area where you gotta work on something. That's what I mean, man. I'm saying that's like someone that has skills versus someone who worked their butt off and then they end up surpassing the one who has skills. They not only mastered the skill, but perfected their craft along with the skill that they then acquired. You feel me?
He goes, "Y'all not double teaming?" And he's looking around. He goes, "Yo." I go, "Nah, it's just me, fella." He goes, "Mouse in the house. Mouse in the house." And they change the play, and he catches the ball. He does this, and he shoots it. He says, "Sal, you better ask for a double team, bro."
You better get some assistance, brother, because this ain't going to work.
Got 2 quick fouls because I'm smart like that. Yeah, he was, and he was always in shape, and he hated Bill Lambier.
Larry.
Of course. Well, because he was a dirty player, according to what's been shown and what, been throughout the time of every time he played Lambier. The intentional type of dirty gameplay that would then be not only dangerous and jeopardize the health, physical wise, the health, it could possibly injure not just Lambier himself, but other players, and not playing the game respectfully for being competitive in a respectful way, but sort of trying to cheat your way and say, okay, hopefully I can harm this guy and actually hurt this guy because you don't know what else to do besides be competitive the right way and just defend and be a defender and play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So you gotta find a cheat. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand where the personal vendetta could come in place with Lambier and Larry Bird.
Could just flat out score and give you numbers and be talking shit. There were times I had to guard him. The player's coming, but he would tell you what's coming. And he says, if you trail, I'm going to trail into the lane and shoot a little floater. And he said, if you fucking pop, he said, if you try to get over the top, he said, I'm going to pop to that corner
shoot
and
that
bust a jumper in your face. I'm like, fuck you. I'm all up on him. I got his shirt tail. I'm holding it. I'm like,
not the shirt tail. Not try to be. That's one thing. When I be balling, and I'm doing the post up, they be trying to snag on your little shirt like little sharks and piranhas and stuff, so you can't do the spin off, so they could try to grab you back. Now you just trying to cheat, bro. You ain't. We could get physical, but you ain't gotta try to latch me on to you like we ain't married, bro.
You know where I'm from. I'm from Gastonia. He ain't talking. He ain't gonna. Sure enough, man. The ball comes in. DJ takes a couple dribbles. I'm quick. I'm quick enough. I think I can get over the top.
You quick enough, but you think you can get over the top. So if you quick enough, then why you can't get over the top? Man, what are you talking about? You saying these double statements.
I get over the top. I get out there, but
the crazy part is Larry Bird game was so impactful and so legendary, Larry Legend, that he got this man thinking. He got this man double questioning himself. I'm quick enough, but I think I can get over the top. You don't even know what he could do.
The corner and I'm running. He kind of waiting, waiting. He was an asshole.
Like, what was it about Bird that was so special? Listen, I hate when they compare people to Larry. Yeah, Larry was a phenomenon.
Confidence. If he could get his shot off, he felt like we was going to win the ball game.
Yeah, Rob, I wish you would have played against him, man. Larry Bird was the biggest shit talker in the league back in the day. He would tell you exactly where he was going, what he was going to do. And he did that to us in the finals. He was like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm going to go right over here into the corner. I'm going to catch the ball, I'm going to shoot it, and ain't shit y'all can do about it.
That's cold, bro. I'm going to do this the way I'm going to do it. And at the end of the day, y'all ain't going to do nothing about it but sit there and just be mind-boggled for the simple fact I just told you and I actually backed up my word and did it.
Just like, and he did exactly that. So I wish you would have got a chance to play against him.
Because I always think about that moment. I don't know how true this is, but You remember the time when he was playing Atlanta and he told the guy, he says, I'm a bank of 3 on you. And the guy just bullshit. So,
On the out-of-bounds play.
Throughout the game, throughout the game, he never got sick. He said, you know what? He goes back in the game. I think he had like 50 points that game or something.
I noticed it because Kevin McHale ended up having the most points ever scored by a Boston Celtics, right? And Larry told him he should have got 60 because he broke it against Atlanta like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah, and it was in the bench. Atlanta bench got in trouble because they out here rooting for. I'm like,
yeah, that's what blew my mind. How you got the team that you going against rooting for the opposition, which the team I'm playing for, they rooting for the opposition. My teammates rooting for the very team that's beating me, let alone cheering on their main player of the team that's the opposition. I would have been looking at them like, you gotta be, I'm a bunch of trash. Okay, respect the man game. But come on, man, we gotta hold our position and be the opposition and compete right now. Y'all wanna, oh man, that was great, Larry. We could do that when the game. But right now, we here to give some entertainment to the fans. We here to play a game that not only could affect our record, but impact how we sit in the seat of, the Eastern Conference or whatever. The East to West Conference. I'm trying to win. I'm like, I'm a bunch of people that's trash. You know what I'm saying? Instead of focus on the game itself, you over here. Bro, I would have just gave him some popcorn and said, bro, go over there with the fans.
You can see it. If you go back and look at the tape, you can see the bench. Every shot he made, they're going crazy.
It's like he unbanked this one. It's like, see, that's what you want. Because when someone's telling you what they can do and you can't stop it.
Larry Bird basically taught me how to trash talk. It was my second game of my career, and I'm scared to death already. And he walks out, and he just stands next to me.
A grown man scared of another man. How you figure that? Scared. Ain't even start the game. Where they do that at, bro?
Leans over and he looks at me. And I didn't pay him any attention. He said, do you honestly think you gonna guard me, motherfucker? Then he stands up and he looks over at our bench and he looks at Cotton. You all think this rookie gonna guard me? Man, I'm gonna bust you up. Just right in my ear. And then finally he walks around, stands in front of me. He said, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna wear your ass out. Game starts and he's just wearing me out. And he came down, he said, I bet you can't do this.
Well, Larry was in shape, they say. So if he gonna give you the run, he gonna give you the marathon along with the gameplay, along with the shot making, play making, assist passing, moves, bro. Got the moves.
And he raises up from Steph Curry range. And he shoots an air ball. And I look at him, he like, that don't matter. It's the fact that I can do it and stay in the game. I bet you can't.
Ooh, he said that rookie make one mistake, you got to get out. I'm a legend. I make the plays. Ooh, that's cold, bro.
I remember the time when Larry got on the roll, started shooting the ball. Every shot was going in.
Goodbye, she's gone. I guess
Goodbye, she's gone.
When he run by the bench, he goes, that's a heat.
Yo, those commentators back then was very hilarious. I think they're more funnier than the commentators now. I think the commentators in the present time in the on NBA TV, they be trying too hard.
Just see how hot I am. All right, it runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, well, nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Athletic now, but his ability to shoot the ball, depending upon the team he's on, like he can get anywhere he wants to be and shoot over smaller players, and he was one of the most
Family, comment down below. Who is this guy? I know I see he does a very good job. I say very good. Very good. He does a very good job of being efficient in his delivery on the TV. But has this man played basketball for? I don't really know too much about him, but I see him often.
Players the game has ever seen, so I think his game translates to any time period.
Larry Bird talked a lot of shit. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and
just imagine he's saying, I'm gonna score on your team. Y'all gonna lose at the end of the day, and it's gonna be a Christmas present when I do score on this specific play I'm about to tell you just because I want to tell you, just because I feel like telling you.
Your head open, all that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit.
You know, before I let you guys go, I want to talk about the comment that Dennis Rodman made about Larry Bird. Now, you guys probably know Dennis Rodman is one of my favorite players of all time. I love that dude so much. And I was very, very much surprised about his comments about Larry Bird playing in Europe in today's NBA, which I think...
I never really looked at Europe basketball, but maybe Europe basketball is probably more tedious than the NBA, like NBA basketball. I don't know.
Just bullshit. Come on, Dennis, you should know better. And
well, he says bullcrap, so.
It's kind of interesting to see how people compare Larry Bird to Jokic. Yes, they have similarities in their basketball IQ and their court vision and not being the most athletic guys and so on. But to me, there's still one major difference why I still have Larry Bird way higher than...
What's the difference? The shot making?
Jokic, who still is a great player in my opinion. But the one thing that separates the two is the killer instinct and that Larry Bird would do what...
Okay, so basically Larry Bird making something out of nothing. Even with the team, even with the scoring, even with the, you know, by any means necessary, winner, hungry mentality.
Whatever it takes to win. He would die for a loose ball. He would mentally kill you with his trash talking and so on. These are qualities that not every great player has, and this is what separates the Larry legends from many.
Well, Larry was also comfortable in his own skin, you know what I'm saying? Very confident, you know, perfected his craft. He could back up what he's saying, you know, and he know his capabilities and never limited himself, you can tell, but knew his capabilities beyond more and know that even though I know my capabilities, I'm always going to be way more capable to do more because I push myself to not only limit myself, but as a leader, I'm going to set the tone.
Many other great NBA players. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you think, okay? So that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like.
Well, there we go, family. That was Larry Legend, you know, the commentary about that. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Give this video a big thumbs up, man. Because that YouTube algorithm is totally free. Comment down below any legendary top of the reaction videos you guys want to see. And remember, family, let the love supersede the hate, family. Peace.